This morning I set my alarm for 9 and I kept snoozing and like going back to sleep up until 10 o'clock. Yeah. So now I'm gonna get up, get ready. I get to hang out with my friend today, Kristen. So I'm super excited for that. And then I have work at 8. Here's my bed this morning. I'm gonna make it off camera. Here's my bed all made up. Now I'm going to work on this side. Gotta put those away in a cabinet. Put that away. My chargers, put them in my little bag, and then throw that. And here's what it looks like after I cleaned everything up. I just had an absolutely delicious chocolate oatmeal for breakfast. It is so much better than I thought it would be. Well, I used to have it as a kid. I don't have many staples from my childhood because my taste changed dramatically, but that is one of the things that I will never stop loving. It's just oatmeal, a little bit of brown sugar or white sugar. Sometimes it's just better with like regular cane sugar, and then unsweetened cocoa powder. The best, especially when it gets creamy. It feels like liquid chocolate with just a little bit of like the oatmeal, and it's so good. I would say that we can say hello to Chloe, but she's a little sad because my grandparents are out. So she's waiting for them to come back, and she's just being a good girl waiting for her parents. So like I said, I am meeting up with my friend today. I'm gonna be leaving here around 1:30. I might do some light makeup. I definitely need to go get some water. I feel like I haven't had water in years, but that's a lie. And I will continue to capture some of that. And yeah. Okay, I'm finally doing my makeup. First off, I start with my Yoma Milky Toner. The only reason why I ever got this and why I started using this is because of Bryn. I don't know if you know Bryn and Mario. They're on TikTok right now, and they just started a podcast called Pretty Funny, and I just love them. They're one of my favorite like social media couples that I've seen so far. They're both super funny, and Bryn's just a baddie. Like, she's such a great makeup artist, and she's such a great like content creator. I think she's just amazing. She also just seems super sweet, and Mario is just hilarious. I don't know what else there is to say. Like, he's just Mario. He's 100% like what a man should be. He absolutely worships Bryn, as he should, because she's freaking top tier. And Bryn is just, yeah, she's awesome. Put a lighter layer than I usually do. Then I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Thirst Burst drops. Usually this kind of makes my face a little like tiny bit sticky. Like, I feel like it could be used as a primer, to be totally honest, but I will be going in with a primer after using this. It does definitely add a glow for sure. I like that it comes out in more of a liquidy form rather than like a thick, almost gel cream type form, because it just feels nicer on my skin. I have to fan it down to let it dry. After my moisturizer, I am going with e.l.f. Hydro Grip Primer. I don't have any particular feelings about it. I just use it because it was like the cheapest one that I have. So when I just want a light makeup look, because it's not like I'm doing really full coverage, I just do spot concealing when I'm like doing a daily simple look. I forgot there's primer on my forehead, and I tried to move my hair back, and now my primer is in my hair. I do not recommend. Does not feel that great, but yeah. Otherwise, the e.l.f. Hydro Grip Primer, I mean, I definitely don't put on as much as most like makeup influencers do when they do their routine, so I can't necessarily say that it is as grippy as they advertise it to be, because I don't think I'm using the amount of product to prove that. But otherwise, it gets the job done. Now it's like mostly dry on my face. I go in with the NYX Pro Fix Stick. This isn't exactly my shade, but once it blends out, it's close enough. So I only put this on spots where I see red or just like a pimple or any form of like blemishes. Even ones that aren't fully developed. Like if I just see anything on my face, doesn't look like clear skin, I just put this on. And it's super thick. So I like it. They don't have like a very wide shade range, but I think this shade can be, or their shades can be very versatile. I'm going to let this sit, and then I'm gonna go in with my pot concealer. This is my pot concealer. I actually got this on like a cruise ship because my sisters both got something, and then my parents were like, you know, it's only fair if we let you get something too. And of course they just wanted to let us feel like spoiled, I guess, or like bougie. So that was nice. I go in with this under my eye. I've explained this before, but it is more of a peachy color compared to like my skin tone. It does blend out really well into my skin, and it comes off in like a light layer, so it's not being super cakey. And of course I'm going in with the brush on this. Really, you should be using like your hand or something so that the heat can kind of like warm it up a bit, get it a little easier to work with, but I don't really want that thick of a layer. So peachiness of it covers up most of like my under eye darkness, and I try to blend it down to this main area to the side of like my nose because I have a lot of redness there. I don't know if you can see the difference on camera, but this is the covered side, this is the non-covered side. This side is most definitely lighter. So I'm gonna go in doing the same thing on the other side. You can see all my spots are covered up, and once I'm done with that, I'll blend out my spot concealing. I also like to add a little bit of this concealer onto my nose. My nose does get very red, and while I do add like blush and stuff in my full face makeup look, I want to try to neutralize most of the redness on my face so it just seems kind of like not flat, but my skin looks a lot more even that way. Now I'm going to blend out all these spots all over my face. Now all my concealer is blended in, my face is mostly even, and I will go in with my lip duo, or not lip duo, my cheek duo, and then I'll do my eyes. So my cheek duo, I have this NYX Jumbo Stick. This is the shade, I don't know what they should call a shade, Coconut Cake, yes. Possibly. But it's essentially just like a rose gold. So I don't really like the gold ones or like the silver highlighters. I feel like this blends in a lot with the blush that I use. I just do it on my cheekbones. I don't want my face to look too oily, so I try to avoid using too many like sparkly products. Then I place this on my cheekbones here, up higher on my cheekbones, like more towards my temple, well, not towards my temple, but you can see it's like aligned with my eye. Try to get most of the color up there, and then I might have put a little too much. Then I take a blush brush and I pat it. I don't really swipe it just yet, but I pat it because it'll keep the pigmentation into my skin and pick up a little bit of it on the brush. And that way, when I do swipe, I do it in a downward motion, towards my nose. And the same on the other side. And this blends the highlighter and the blush together really well. Or how I like it. And just add some color to my face. I do a little bit more, but I do want to use, because I haven't used this in a while, the Rare Beauty. I'm literally only going to add like the smallest amount. If you know this blush, you know how pigmented it is. Like that's all that I'm putting. And even that can be too much. Alright, now my cheeks are done. You can't really see it on camera at that angle. There we go. It's very subtle. Try not to do too much. Last step is my eyes. I do my brown eyeliner. So you see my eyes just a little smaller than what they are, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But I just think it works better for what I like to go for. I'm also going to add a little bit of black liner, but only to the corner of my eyes. I can already see that I have like a brown wing going on, which isn't what I usually try to go for. I literally just add it to the corner. Already flicking it up towards a wing shape, but not too much. And then I go in with a super sharp angled brush and just pull it kind of more out than up. Because yes, I do want a wing, but I want the wing to be subtle. I don't want it as sharp or as pigmented as the ones I do with my full face. So you see, nothing super crazy, and it'll look even more subtle once I actually like put my mascara on. And then I do my lashes, curl them. This is a Sephora brand, like a curling mascara. So with my lashes, I like to go for more length than volume, because my lashes usually are naturally pretty long. But ever since I got into using like a lash curler, I feel like I've lost a lot of my lashes, so volume doesn't really work for me. Not only that, but sometimes the curl just doesn't hold very well. So going for length tends to work out a lot better. Okay, my lashes are done. I'm gonna fill in my eyebrows just a little bit, and then do my lips and set. I'm gonna finish off with my powder puff and my Milani powder, just so I can try to avoid a lot of under eye creasing, and on my nose to prevent oiliness, and my forehead too. This is a translucent powder, and it's a packed powder, so it's not as it doesn't apply as wide as if you had a loose powder. But yeah, that's my makeup. And I'm gonna set with this e.l.f. setting mist. And that's gonna dry. And my lips will look less dead in a sec. Last step to my makeup is this. My little e.l.f. Glow Reviver lip oil. It's super glittery. Ta-da! I didn't really record that much with my friend just because I wanted to spend time with her and really just be present. So we did end up going to Ulta. I bought a beauty blender because I wanted to get a new one since my grandparents' dog put my last one in her mouth and I needed a clean one. And we ended up going to Target, and I got these rose I got rose lotion, body lotion, because I've been meaning to get some, and like a body mist, and I'm gonna be layering that on myself before I go into work. And I also got this cute little like brown tube top. It seems so comfy. I'm so excited to wear it. And we got some boba at ETT. It's like a alien based little tea spot. It had 4.9 stars, so I was super excited for it. But it's like okay in terms of their milk tea. I'm sure their fruit teas are super popular because it seems like that's what they focus on most. I don't think I'd go there again. I'd just go to my regular spot instead. I also went to Houston Texas Chicken for lunch, and that's pretty good. This time, okay, so I was going between Houston Texas Chicken and Cane's because I usually love Cane's, but I've been getting tired with getting skimped out on chicken tenders, and I was not disappointed with Houston Texas Chicken. It was massive. It was like the size of my hand, so good decision. And then we ended up re-watching the third season of Bridgerton since there's gonna be a new one coming out. Yeah, it was just fun. I just wanted to work a little early to like clock out because I've been clocked in for like 3 days straight. So now I'm gonna go get a latte and just enjoy that since I'm very, very early. It is currently 1:30 in the morning and I just got off of work. So I'm gonna drive home. It's like a 25 minute drive, but like a 20-minute drive. And I will update at that point. This is literally what I look like after my shift. Makeup smeared. My mascara started going in my eye while I was driving back. It was terrible, so I honestly need to find a new mascara. My hair needs to be washed and that will be done tomorrow. And yeah, otherwise I made a $5 tip. It's here somewhere. Okay, it's just somewhere in my shirt now. It just fell out. Yep. And we had some guy come up to our window, point at me and my coworker, and go, "You guys look pretty," and then put up a heart through the window. And it was very slow, but it was a nice day at work today. I had a lot of fun with my coworkers, and I'm honestly kind of killing it. And I think I could be HBIC, not head, but like I could be leading. I'm a leader. So I will do another makeup removal and facial cleanse, but you've seen the routine once, so I'll just time lapse it. I'm about to start my skincare, but I don't know if you guys can see the marks on my shirt and on my shorts. This is because I work with liquid nitrogen and it just spews everywhere. Anyways, this is just gonna go in laundry. Time to clean my face. Of course, I have to start with the Bioma cleanser. Do I look like a real boy, Papa? Ah, my eyes. Oh, my eye. Get it out. Oh. The crazy thing is, the stuff that's hurting my eyes isn't even the cleanser. It's my freaking mascara. I need to find a new one. I need one that's lengthening, that doesn't like harden my lashes, because I got this one mascara and I thought it was amazing until it came time to take it off. And it was like, it made my lashes like crispy. I don't want that. Milky toner. And last but not least, my Thirst Burst drops. Glowy little thing, aren't you? Oh no. And I'll just do other stuff while that dries. And the other stuff I will be doing is a haul since I went to Ulta. So when I was hanging out with Kristen, I went to Ulta because I needed a new beauty blender, which I have mentioned before. And then I went to Target. So here's my haul. Start off with the Ulta bag that is now crumpled because I literally put everything in my massive freaking tote bag, which I absolutely love. Thanks, Aunt Mel. I got that from my Aunt Mel for Christmas, and it has been like one of my favorite gifts of all time. I just got the Real Technique sponge. I want to get more brushes for like more complex things, like you know how there's like a bronzer blush or like a complexion brush. I want that kind of stuff, but I do think this works. It's a complexion sponge from Real Techniques, so hopefully whenever I use like a cream foundation or like my liquid foundation, it'll come off a little more lightweight. Then I have this top, this Wild Fable tube top. I don't usually wear brown, but I'm hoping it'll look good on me. It was only $8. Not even lying. $8. And usually I'm like, I'm not buying a top that's over $10. Target, you did good. You did good. $8 for a base price, and the material feels so nice. It's their Butter Bliss collection. I swear by Target's Butter Bliss collection. Like, it's essentially a Skims dupe. It's so soft, it's so stretchy. Love it. You could never make me hate that. Because I'm not gonna pay $70 for a Skims tank top. No. And then I've been meaning, so a little backstory. I really love people who smell good. And I have never been that kind of person that would invest in like a nice perfume or a really nice deodorant or shampoos that were like a specific scent that I really liked until I got to college. Love rose scents. And so I wanted to find a lotion because my skin gets really dry, or not really dry, but it's been getting dry recently. And then I wanted to get a perfume to layer on top of that so it might last longer. Because I feel like if you have lotion and then you have perfume, the perfume will like stick to the lotion and then it will make it last longer. And I tried that today because I got this Olay body lotion, giant freaking bottle for $10. It's 18 fluid ounces, and the amount that comes out is only this much, but it goes a long way because it's super like hydrating. It doesn't feel oily at all, which is so great. And it's a rose water scent. And I absolutely love rose scents, especially like the musky rose or even like a slightly sweet rose. I don't like the dusty smelling like grandma type rose. I love a good quality rose scent. So this feels really nice, feels super light, feels super like hydrating, and I just think it was a great price. And I most definitely am going to be repurchasing, as long as it doesn't like give me like weird reactions. And then finally I got this being French Desert Rose hair, body, and linen mist. I think the packaging for this is so cute, and also the smell, I like it. It's kind of musky, kind of has like a hint of that rose, hint of that like it says desert kind of smell. And this one was also like $10-15, something like that. And it even has mood science scent technology, which I think is super cool. So this is supposed to make you feel empowered and confident. They also have like a calming like vanilla or jasmine one, but this, I really like it. I could smell, I actually couldn't tell which one I could smell on me, but I used about 5 sprays of this all over like different points of my body on top of the lotion, and I could smell my rose scent throughout my shift, so that was pretty good. That's my haul for the day. I'm finally doing a proper outro. That's it for this video. I am very happy with all the feedback that I've gotten, and I'm very happy that I'm able to actually work on it. I don't have a consistent posting schedule. It is literally just whenever I finish editing. I am a busy woman. I am working on hospital volunteering. I have a job, a late night job. I'm trying to make these clips and be social and be a little bit active throughout the day. So editing will come later whenever I feel it fits best into my schedule. So just a reminder, this is something I'm doing for fun. I'm not taking this super serious. As soon as summer's over and my classes start, this is most likely going to be gone because I'm not going to be spending 3 hours every day editing a video. But so far, I'm having so much fun with this, and every day I take more videos and I put them together. I'm having more and more fun. Like, it's great. So I hope you all continue to enjoy and support me, and I hope you're all entertained.